Become a Golden Knight today and never miss a video by clicking that subscribe button and that bell. Anyway, on with the video. Hello my Golden Knights, it's richyrichgold here and welcome back to Greenville car reviews. So in this episode we're going to be reviewing the 2020 Celestial Type-7. Let's get into it. So this one is most easily found by just going ahead and selecting the electric vehicle pass type, and then you should be good to go and see all the different electric vehicles in the game. And it's located right about here. It's the only really it's one of the only SUVs that they've got on this one, and obviously you will need the electric vehicle pass to get this vehicle. It is an SUV, as I just said that before, so that's the vehicle type. Obviously it's made by Celestial, and it is pretty cool. So we've got some different rims and trims right here. So it comes in at a base price of $87,000, and we've got a performance type, which comes in at $140,000. We sure we got the budget for this video? Because we just did the Bugatti video. Is that... Yeah, it's good. Alright. So yeah, obviously the rims do change between the different ones that you can do. But you can also change them yourself, so you can go for a bunch of cool different rims and add them to whichever trim you actually do decide to get. I've decided to go for the performance one just because I feel like that's the one that most people will be getting, just because it's faster. Alright, time for the walk around. So, details-wise, this thing is very nice, very, it looks really, pretty much the same as the real-life one, to be honest. It looks really good from the outside. It's kind of a very low SUV, if that does make sense. So, especially when you're in the dealership and whatnot, kind of with, the arch of the roof, it just looks very low, and it just looks like it's got a really low center of gravity. It's not that high off of the ground, which I suppose is pretty cool for an SUV, and for people who want an SUV but kind of not sure if they want a sedan, this might actually be a pretty good option. So it's a very nice looking car. We've got nice details. I love the little strip along here that comes out from this little metal plate here. I love the mirrors. I love how that trim kind of continues around the mirrors there. And I just love how this car looks. They've done a really good job with the modeling. I love how they did the bonnet. It just looks really nice. Here's what it sounds like starting up. Here's what its horn sounds like. And here's what it sounds like to drive. Alright, so it's time for the lights. So this car is equipped with running lights just right there. You cannot turn those off unless you hop out of the car just like that. Now for headlights, we've just got, looks like kind of 3 mini ones at the front, if that kind of makes sense. It kind of looks like we've got 2 small ones and then kind of a larger light glow in the center, which I've never seen that before, but from far away, it actually looks really good, and I really like that light detail. On the back here, we've just got those beautiful, kind of almost orangey coloured, they look almost like molten lava just right there, or molten metal, I suppose, just on the in the rings or semicircles around the back, which looks really good, I do have to say. Brake lights, we've pretty much just got a little light there that'll pop up in the center there, and then that rear kind of long light on the back, so pretty solid. Okay, now for blinkers, we have absolutely nothing on these larger lights there, but we've just got 2 little kind of L-shaped ones for the front there, which, I mean, I suppose they would do their job, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it for those blinkers for some reason. Back, though, is really solid. They did a really good job for the rear blinkers. Really like those. Just, I guess, not used to seeing the actual hazard lights right there. I just don't know why I find that weird. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and check the rest of this thing out in just a second. The 2020 Celestial Type-7 is based off of the 2020 Tesla Model X in real life. Alright, it is time for the 0 to 60. So, this car is electric, very obviously, so I am hoping it will absolutely blitz this kind of acceleration phase, but I'm not sure about the top speed, so I guess we will see. But anyway, we're holding W down on the keyboard, so we are at max power right now. It's not really showing it because obviously it's electric, but as soon as I remove this this P and press my stopwatch, we should be good to go. So here we go. We're starting. Okay, gonna stop it as soon as it gets to 60. There we go. So 3.7 seconds. Yes, absolutely. It blitzed it. Let's see what we got for our top speed. Looks like 154, which is 248 kilometers per hour. So I was actually worried when I was driving this thing over here because I thought that it was going to take way longer to get to the top speed, but no, it did not, and the top speed has been achieved quite easily on this track. So I'm actually really, really happy with the acceleration and top speed of this vehicle. Pretty cool. Now, before we talk about how this thing handles, I want to talk about how this car throws its tail out randomly. You guys already saw it when I was doing what it sounds like to drive, but it just kind of seems to throw its tail out at random. It's really, really weird. Handling is not bad. Braking is pretty good, actually. But yeah, handling's not bad. It's just kind of, it works with the car. It is not blowing me away, but I mean, it's not bad. Acceleration, obviously 10 out of 10 because this is, you know, a Tesla. It's incredibly fast. Now, but yeah, that throwing its tail out thing is really, really strange. And you guys saw what I was talking about when I did that sound test. But, I mean, this thing will just absolutely, I'll see if I can demonstrate it here. It'll just throw its tail out at random. Obviously, that was a bit messy, but it just really, really just feels like it just wants to throw its tail out as you're going around bends. So, I mean, this thing is really, really fun to drive, I can tell you that much. The Celestial Type-7 sells for $121,800, so you are losing a bit of money, but obviously if you've got this kind of money to throw around, you're not going to be too worried about it. Okay, it's time to talk about the final rating for this vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and rate this thing in the, I guess, SUVs class, or electric vehicles, you know, electric SUVs, or I guess just SUVs, because that's the kind of rating system I do. I'm going to go ahead and rate this thing. I'm going to have to say a 9 out of 10. It's absolutely insane. It, honestly, this SUV, it is so fun to drive. It is ridiculous. It's got the acceleration. The acceleration's 10 out of 10, obviously. Top speed is fantastic. It's just so, so good. It throws its tail or its back end out so easily and just enables you to drift around corners. It's really, really cool. It's almost like someone put the traction control on this thing down by a lot because it is just so fun to drive. It's really, really quick for an SUV, and I just think that, yeah, this thing is amazing, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone and everyone. So, is it worth it for the price? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Yes, it is, especially for the performance version. It is really, really crazy. Whoops, accidentally jumped out there. And is it worth it for the money? I've already said that. Yes, it is, but is it worth it for getting the vehicle pass just for this car? I'm going to have to say yes, because obviously it gives you access to a bunch of other electric vehicles, and I really, really would recommend it if you do like this car or any other of the electric vehicles on this list. And that is going to do us for today. So hopefully you found this all useful and interesting, and yeah, that's going to do us. So thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. And also, really quickly, before you guys leave, the acceleration on this car, the reversing speed on this car is absolutely insane. Have a look.